And it's live. It is live. It's a live. Afternoon, folks. Hope you're well. Hope you're just splendid on this fine Sunday afternoon. Right, so we already got Jay saying Castleford got this one. Honestly, who knows at this point? Who knows? Oh, Finn, don't start. Don't start. You've been corrupted. King says Cass got this all day. I'm not even surprised. If you genuinely think that Cass are going to win this one, fair enough at this point. Fair enough. Who's got a Scooby? What's going to happen today? Nobody. Weaver was my pick in fantasy, only 50k. Same. When I saw that, I was thinking, do I start him? But I was like, nah. He's on the bench. But my bench consists of Jowett, who picked up a couple points. KineticRL is on my bench, and Weaver's on my bench as well. So, great. Let's have a gander at how my fantasy team's doing. And whether to make some changes. Well, let's see how Bevan French gets on. I don't know how many points KineticRL got. I don't have a clue. It's not showing because he was on my bench. Oh, yeah. He should have league-wide points, though. That's the thing. He should have. Oh, he got 68 points. He's tied first for points. No! Wait, that might not be first. No, it was not first. It was Joe Mellor got the most. Well, he's in my fantasy team, so that works. That's alright. That's not too bad. Get in, Joe Mellor. 50 tackles, that makes a lot of sense. Alright. I'll have another look at my fantasy team once the weekend's done. And for the Predictions League, yeah, Mellor. Mellor had the most points with 78. Romeo Trapece had 74. Jay Whitbread 74. Ashel Bott 73. Blake 73. Litton and Wood 71. Price 70. Staines Taylor Ray 68. Lipwitz 67. Dodd 66. Cooper Jenkins 63. I picked the wrong prop from Leeds then, didn't I? Sam Halsall 52. Well, there's interesting ones. Danny Walker 63. Okay, well, something to look at. So in terms of the Fantasy League, I'll be referencing that in tomorrow's predictions video. And also the Predictions League will continue. I'm going to go through all the scores and points for the Predictions League once this game's done. Make sure all the points are updated. I'll do that today. So, yeah. Things to catch up on. I need to do all the championship scores for today as well onto the website. That's all good. Long time no see, mate. How you been? Are you talking to me, King, or were you not here in a stream the other day, like yesterday or the day before? 2420 Casford says, Jay, how are you today? I'm good, thanks, Jack. Welcome back. Good to see you. I'm not too bad. Good spirits, I think. You started Kai, that's fair, Sophia, that's fair. I wish I did now. But I've got Jowett on my benches. I've got 3 fullbacks in my squad. I need to do a proper club review of that. If Cass win, it'll be the craziest start to a season in many a year. I would agree with that, Scott. I'd agree. It's crazy, but cool and fun and groovy, as the kids say, I think. Had Price at fullback. That's a fair shout. That is a fair shout. But you're buzzing about meeting us? I am, yes. I'm not one to, even though, I don't know if you saw my TikTok video or not, but I'm not one to throw it in people's faces. I'm more just happy about us than I am about beating Saints. It's a nice cherry on top, but the main point is winning the game and looking good doing it. So that's the main concern for me. Westerman on the bench, seriously? Yeah, interesting stuff. I'll go through the team list in a second. You liking the Eels? You watched the friendly? I've not really watched any of the pre-season stuff because the squads haven't really been up to normal first team standards, so I've not paid much attention to it, I'll be honest. 4 players in your fantasy didn't even start to play. Well, I was very careful about picking my team because I wanted to make sure people were actually playing. That's the thing. You third bottom in my league? Oh, I need to check the league actually. I've not even done that. Josh Thulis, that's not a bad shout. I think it'll be the closest season in a long time, hopefully. Don't think the kids say groovy, but I'm pretty sure we're a similar age, so who knows? Night, the kids absolutely do say cool and groovy. I would know. I'm 16. It was just an awful game from us. We looked awful. You had your moments. Since when was this ground in the One Ball Stadium? It was back end of last year. Right, how's the Fantasy League going? Where am I currently? I'm 17th out of 47, so that's alright. Who's leading? One Kick Wonders, Matt Dickinson, go on. 142 points were Lytton. He had Morg, Martin, Gagai, Robertson, Marshall to play as well, Lamb with 40, Lewis, McMeekin, Powell, Curry, Holton and Garcia. Captain Lytton for 142. Ridiculous. Damn. So I'm great. I'm 159 points off. Jesus. Anyway. I'm in a league with some people I know as well. Third in that one out of 7. But yeah, if you want to join the Fantasy League, let me go put the pin in the description of this stream because I forgot to do it at the start of the weekend. Right. So if you want to join the Fantasy League, I know you'll be a week behind, but Fantasy League pin and password is in the description of the stream. 16 down that age of being a wife and shoot. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I signed up to this life. It's my choice. I just noticed on the Castleford shirt. Does anyone else see that? All the names imprinted on the shirt. Are they ex-players or are they? I'm assuming they're ex-players. I'm trying to see if those names are recognised. All the wingers playing today, Ravalawa. Fair enough. I can't remember if I had anyone else playing. I completely forgot to look. Oh yeah, Field and Eckersley. I've got French on the bench. I did back Mikey Lewis this weekend. Because I was thinking, you know what? Against York, that'll be fine, won't it? Yeah, sure. Yeah, Rob, good call. That worked out. To be fair, I think most people probably thought the same thing, let's be honest. But I'm glad I did the Fantasy League and the Predictions League. Gets the community involved a bit more, so. Good choice. You need Farrell, Eckersley and Westerman to do something incredible. Fair. Eckersley and Field got to rip it up today, boys. There you go. Now I got a reason to for a Field hat-trick. Great. Excellent. Names of 100 club legends on it. All right, fair enough. It is a nice kit, isn't it? That home one for Cass is nice. I do like the away one too, and the Centenary is pretty decent. So if Wigan lose today, wanted to win the league, well, they could win today. I don't mind the badge. It's better than what they had, at the very least. So I don't mind it. But yeah, Wigan could win today by a point and look terrible at the same time, so that could work in our favour. But then we just got to hope that Catalans are shocking and Lee are shocking next week. And then we've done it. Right, folks, we've got 5 minutes to go. Quick shameless plug. Follow me on all social medias. Links in the description. become a member if you want to. We've had 2 trial members join on the Patreon recently. We had Kian and who else was it? Julie. Kian and Julie, trial members on the Patreon. I need to upload some behind-the-scenes content soon. But once I'm at 10 active members over there, I'll be doing monthly giveaways. Could be tickets, could be jerseys. If I've got multiple members, like enough members to do great stuff, like pay for people's travel and accommodation, I'll do that. But I'll do... since there's only a few minutes, I'll do one run through the team list before, just before we start. Look at the poll, 62% say that Wigan will win. 32 votes so far. That's closer than I expected it to be, but I think a lot of people, like myself, are probably wary about what's happened this weekend already. FC's Tango Ice Blast shirt is interesting. I'm not as big a fan of the neon shirt for Hull as a lot of other people are. I think there's a tackiness to it. Like the gradient, I'm not with that. And the lines on the sleeves, nah. I think it's nice, but there's a slight tackiness to it, which I'm not a huge fan of. Much prefer the old badge. I'm going to have to disagree with you there, but fair enough. Each their own. Don't need a good reason to root against Wigan, but the fact that it would make this round all the more interesting is a good reason too. That's a good point. Going to be a game this though? I hope so. I think with the improvements that Cass have made, especially in the forwards first of all, Lawler got through. I think Lawler played every game last season. A Tony will be a huge addition up front. It'd be good if they had Ashworth this week as well, but they've got a bigger pack, a better pack. The back line is also quicker, more athletic, better as well. McIntosh, I think, is decent. Ravalawa, solid NRL experience as well, and good player. Mapapalangi, decent experience too. Gadi, we know he's got quality, and Taff, I think, could be exciting. Weaver, hopefully, gives him stability in the halves. Assey, hopefully, massively improved from last season as well. The back end of last year was making big steps forwards. So, I think this cast side looks better on paper, but it's just, can they do something with it? Love the neon shirt. Then again, you are a Lather who instantly pre-ordered our home shirt, so maybe my taste isn't that popular. Yeah, that was the Lee home shirt was second worst for me. When I was going to do the kit rankings, Huddersfield Giants away was dead last. Lee was second last. And then it was Saints away, and then Wigan home. Other games this weekend have basically told me not to expect anything. That's fair, Finn. That's completely fair. Can't see the pin and password for the fantasy team. You might just need to refresh the page, Sophia, and then it'll appear in the description. Otherwise, the pin is 12923, and then the password is KineticRL. All one word, caps for K, R, and L. Had Lee home as your second top. Interesting. Channels the game on. ITV Granada reports. You keep Taylor Ray fit, definitely pushing for top 6. I think so. We've got some decent options in the back line though. So if he was injured, then it would be Thulis to fullback, I guess, and then there's other options like in the back line. Right, have I got time to do these? Team list Ayaz. Okay, Ayaz, I have. Cass are coming out in a second. So, for the only run-through of the team list, in the backs for the Castleford Tigers, we have Taff, Ravalawa, McIntosh, Mapapalangi, Gadi, Assey, and Weaver. The forwards include Atoni, Hood, Lawler, Lane, Mellor, and Stimson. The bench is Singleton, Westerman, Atkin, and Hall. 18th man is, remember the name, Wayne Rooney. Just Rooney. In the backs for the Wigan Warriors, they have Field, Eckersley, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, French, and Smith. Forwards include Walters, O'Neill, Thompson, and Sember. Need to fix that spelling. Farrell and Ellis. The bench is Havard, Mago, Partington, Faramond. 18th man is SA. So there we go. How did no one pick up on that spelling? God. You think you trust your chat, don't you? You think you trust them, but they just want to see you fall. See you at half time. See you at half time, folks. All right. 53 people in here. We've had some great numbers to start the weekend on stream. Nice one, Sophia. Good stuff. I'm not sure if it's going to count you for round 1 or not. I'm not sure. But we'll see. All right, folks. We're about to get underway. I think we need a trumpet. If we can get one. The bloody soundboard ain't working. It's not working. Ugh. All right, here we go. We are underway, folks. Castleford Tigers, first possession of the day. Lawler with the first carry takes them 5 metres from their own line. Oh, dear. Gaddy with the next carry. Takes him up towards the 10. The soundboard ain't working, which is a problem. But I'll have to start clicking. Hey, I have to click all the buttons now. Great. 30 seconds gone. Castleford Tigers up towards their own 20. Liam Hood waits at dummy half. Next carry from Renew for Tony. Up towards the 30. Again, the gap between the 30 and 40 is less than 10 metres. Might only be 5. But I'll still refer to them as the 1340. Field underneath it. Collects from the last tackle kick. Takes it just over the 20. Push back a metre or two. And that's nearly a minute gone. Smith hands it off to Marshall with a carry through centre field. And he stopped on the 30. So that is a minute done. O'Neill waits at dummy half. Next carry from Zach Eckersley. Getting the number 2 jersey this year. Starting on the wing. You'd say he's earned it. It's unfair on Miskey because I think he's such a reliable winger. But, you know, you want to bring the youth through. French down the right edge of the field. Up towards Castleford's 40. Minute and a half gone. Last tackle in centre field now with Smith. Kick on the last. Towards the back left. Few guys offside though, I think. Ravalawa goes up, collects cleanly. And is brought down by Wardle and Thompson. And the first carry of this set from McIntosh. Darnell McIntosh up towards the 20. 1 minute 45 gone. Hood hands it off to Ravalawa. He's a big body. Carries at the backfield. Could be huge from him this season. Hood goes down the short side right. Was that to Mellor? That was Lane, sorry, on the right-hand side. I think it's Mellor on the opposite. Stimson going left to Lawler. Hits a strong wall of Farrell and Thompson. O'Neill there to help out as well. 2 minutes gone. Last tackle for Cass to go down the left-hand side to Dejan Assi. With a kick down the left edge. Field underneath it. Collects cleanly on his own 10 up towards the 20. Straight into Mellor. And Mapapalangi. Brought down 25 out from his own line. Bevan French at dummy half. Gives it to Eckersley. Who is rapid, so if he gets a bit of space to run, he can open up. Two minutes 40 on the clock. Wigan up to their own 40. Now the halfway line with Thompson taking it inside Cass territory. 2 tackles left in this set for Wigan. They go right to Ellis, then to French. Early kick. Taff is there. I think this is his first possession of the game, actually. And he's lost the ball. Picked up by Farrell. Nearly at the line. 1 or 2 metres short. Wigan with a great chance already. Taff with his first possession. Somebody shooting out the line there. Was that Ravalawa? It was. The ball came loose, but ref saying backward in Sember. Trying to get around a defender. That was Lane. Good tackle, though. 3 minutes 20 gone. Fresh set of 6 for Wigan. 20 metres out. Thompson with a carry up towards a 10. O'Neill in centre field, goes right to Smith, engage the line, then across to Bevan French, a little spin, ball over the top, Eckersley get in the corner, and that's a great tackle from Gaddy to dislodge the ball. Go on, lad. Getting in his face. That'll be a decent race if those two get in one. Well done, Gaddy. Jason Gaddy with the tackle. Good stuff. Decent ball over the top from Bevan French. Well, good recovery and defence there. Good stuff. 4 minutes gone. Ravalawa with the first carry of this set. Takes some 25 out from their own line. Now up towards a 30 with Mapa Palangi. Hood waits at dummy half. Now over the 40 with Alex Mellor down the left edge of the field. So they should be able to go over the halfway line here in a second. Lawler, now Stimson, is stopped a metre shy of the halfway line. 4.5 on the clock. 3 tackles left in this set for Cass. Hood goes right to Weaver. Then across to McIntosh. Brought down on Wigan's 40. Blake Taff, left to Weaver now in centre field. Shifting left. Or switches back to a Tony. Stopped on the 40 again. Last tackle. Liam Hood goes right to Weaver. He's aiming for the back right. Plenty of height on this one. Marshall underneath it. Goes up. Collects cleanly. Well taken from Liam Marshall. And stopped on his own 10. So let's see if Cass can actually keep them pinned back here. This was an issue for them last year. It's struggling to get out of their own end and struggling to pin teams back. So let's see what they can do this time. Eckersley with the carry over the 20. 5 minutes, 20 seconds gone. Now with Thompson up towards the 30 for Wigan. 2 tackles left in this set. O'Neill at dummy half. Looks left and goes right to Farrell. Straightens up. Wigan a few metres shy of the halfway line. Last tackle. At least they don't let them into their territory. Smith hits the belly of the ball. Could be a tough one to take here. Are they going to let it bounce maybe? Blake Taft takes on the full. That's a good take. Looks nippy. Looks lively. And he's going to be stopped about 15 out from his own try line. With Gary taking the next carry. Over the 20. Pumping his legs. Good meters there. And that's 6 minutes gone. Mapa Palangi with the next carry. Over the 30. Trying to get quick play the balls. There's good stuff. And they draw in a penalty as well. Good stuff from Cass. Good stuff. Well done from Mapa Palangi. Good stuff there. And I forgot to end the poll. Not good. Rest of the Cass players, they celebrate. They're happy. They're excited. So am I. Hey, 6.5 minutes gone, folks. Cass in the best territory they've been in so far. 30 metres out with Weaver, then to Lane. Down the right edge of the field, just a few metres shy of the 20. Plenty of tackles to go in this set as well. Darnell McIntosh at dummy half. Back towards centre field with Renew for Tony. Looks left, but straightens up with a carry. Good meters there. Nearly breaks through the line. Gets a quick play of the ball as well for Liam Hood. 15 out. Make that 10. 6 again for Cass too. They don't need to rush here. In centre field with Stimson. He goes left to Assey. Then across to Mellor. Oh my God. What attack. Was that Bevan French, that? I thought he might have touched that down, but Liam Hood goes through anyway. Come on, Cass. Rub it in. Castleford bloody Tigers take the lead. I thought Mellor was in, first of all. Bevan French, what a tackle, mate. But Liam Hood gets it done. Castleford Tigers with the lead. Look at him go. Cass are massive. There was a bit where the ball actually touched the ground, but I wasn't sure whether it touched the line or not. It might have been like centimetres, millimetres short even. But Liam Hood, fairly stocky for a hooker, so was able to barge over there. Mellor almost with the try. Quick play the ball. Good stuff from Cass there. Really good stuff. 4-0 advantage for Cass. Footage is getting a bit laggy now. The Scottish international Liam Hood. Hood always been very strong in that kind of stuff. Had a lot of tries like that for Lee. Well, look at him go. We're winning it. Well, let's just wait on Catalans to fall apart next week. Let's just wait on that. And Lee. 8.5 minutes gone. Weaver to add the extras. It's not the toughest kick in the world, but it could be a slightly awkward one. The kick from Weaver is... It's good. It's 6-0 for Cass. Damn. I did say they'd get 12 points. I said that Cass might look alright this year. But I still had... I think he had 32-12 to Wigan. Well, let's at least wait until Catalans have a stinker. Let's at least wait for that. 9 minutes gone. Clock still ticking away. Right, stop now. 9 minutes and 3 seconds. We'll get back underway in a second. We're just waiting for something. Oh dear. Wardle with a lot of getting his knee strapped up. Hopefully he's alright. Hopefully. So first carry off the back of the try from Castleford is Lawler. Stopped just short of the 10. And a penalty for Cass. This feels like one of those games where Cass might be on top for a while, but the moment Wigan score, we think the floodgates will open. Yeah, that's kind of happened in a few games this weekend, but it's not been the case. But Hood with a bit of space down the left edge up towards the halfway line, and just over it, Thompson with a tackle. Cass are doing well. They are starting well. Mellor with a strong carry over the 40. Plenty of tackles as well. They're in good territory now. Hood back towards the middle now with Assey. Looking to go right. Flat ball across to a Tony. Stopped just short of the 30. 10 minutes gone in this game. Third tackle. Right to Weaver. Out the back to Taff. Good hands to McIntosh, then to Ravalawa. A couple Wigan defenders able to recover a little bit. He cuts back inside and he stopped 15 out from the try line. Over near the right touchline as well. McIntosh back towards the middle. Now with Weaver on the 20. Then across to Lawler. Or that's Stimson, sorry. Assey. Ball across to Taff. Flicks the ball on. Accurately done twice from Blake Taff. Taff at dummy half. Then to Assey on the last tackle. Kicks towards the post. Awkward contest. Marshall collects over the 10 and is brought down. Walters with the next carry for Wigan. Takes him up towards the 20. Second tackle. O'Neill. Right to Eckersley. Stop just shy of the 30. Now with Ellis. Up to the 30. Oh, that's the 40, sorry. 11 minutes gone. O'Neill at dummy half in centre field again. Right to Bevan French. Engages the line. Across to Kieran. Trying to get around his opposite centre. Eckersley with a bit of room to run. But Gaddy brings him down. Good defence again. Against Eckersley, who is not just fast, but he's quite big as well. And a kick on the last tackle from Smith. 40 metres out. Just left of the post. Ravalawa underneath it. Collects cleanly. Carries it just over the 10 for Cass. 11.5 minutes gone. 6-point advantage for the Tigers. Weaver goes right to McIntosh. Makes a couple metres and is brought down. Now with Lane. Bumped into by Jake Wardle. Takes it over the 20. Liam Hood at dummy half over on the right edge of the field. Back towards the middle. With Stimpson, I believe that is. Just over the 20. 12 minutes gone. Hood. Left to Lawler. Over the 30. Last tackle now for Cass. Out the back to Weaver. Long kick on this one. Collected just behind the 20 by Liam Marshall. Returns it over the 30. And up to the 40. Not a bad place to start the set here for Wigan. Wardle takes the carry through centre field. Farrell next up. Now inside Cass territory, about 45 metres out. Well, a bit less because of the gap between the 30 and 40. But you know what I mean. In centre field with Ellis. Shifting it left to Smith. Then to Nsemba. Smashed into by Michaeli Ravalawa. Brought down 25 out. Plays it for O'Neill in centre field. Nsemba, a little bit sluggish getting up then. Thompson with a carry. 15 out. Might have lost the ball there. He has lost the ball. Mellor celebrates. Wigan turn over the ball in good territory. Do they want to challenge it? Pretty sure he did lose it. I don't think it's worth a challenge. Cast number 5 is everywhere. Yeah, Ravalawa. Good work. Good work from Michaeli. The Cats have a scrum. 15 out from their own try line. 13.5 minutes gone in this game. They feed the ball in. It is left to McIntosh. Sorry, that was not McIntosh. That's a Tony. You don't normally see props taking carries out the back of the scrum. Okay. Mapapalangi with a carry down the left edge. Cast 25 out from their own try line. Hood hands it off to Gaddy. Possible break there. Farrell with an important tackle there. Plays with a Hood just shy of the halfway line. In centre field with Weaver, shifting it right across to McIntosh, trying to fend off Wardle, but he gets him wrapped up. Good defence there from Drake Wardle. Plays it for Ravalawa on the 4th. Now with Lane. Meets 3 defenders. He's brought down immediately. 14 minutes gone. Last tackle cast just inside Wigan territory. Weaver with a kick down the short side right. Taken to ground by O'Neill, who's standing over him. O'Neill, you are losing the game currently. And it's kicking off. It is kicking off, folks.
Oh, what about that?
Here we go. A lot of pushing and shoving. Handbags. Go on, have it. Take a swing. Do it. Go on. Have him. Hey. What I don't get from O'Neill is he's taken a player to ground that's just kicked the ball. It's not like Weaver was in a 1v1 against O'Neill, tried to get around him, and O'Neill smashed him to the ground. He wrapped him up off the back of a kick when he's vulnerable and then decides to stand over him. Like, what are you doing? You're also losing the game, Brad. What's the point? What is the point? Late Taff comes in. Yeah, pointless. Pointless stuff from O'Neill. I'm aware that, like, Weaver's arms were waving around and stuff like that, but completely pointless. Clock is stopped on 14 minutes and 48 seconds. Fair enough from the ref here. Okay. Penalty for Wigan. Because Blake Taff ran in. Okay. Right then. Back underway. 15 minutes gone in this game, and the stream, well, froze on me for a second. Wigan 30 metres out. There's a tap from Wardle now with Smith, then to Thompson. Just over 20 metres out. In centre field with O'Neill. Goes right to French, then to Walters. Good carry from him, just shy of the 10 now. Plenty of tackles to go. O'Neill back towards centre field with Smith. Out the back to French. Straightens up, steps off his left foot, but he's wrapped up by Liam Hood. Good defensive work. Good defensive work there. Lawler there to help out as well. O'Neill between the sticks goes left to field. Pops up to Nsemba. Darnell McIntosh with a tackle. Plenty of defenders there to help out as well. Brought down a few metres shy of the try line. Over on the left edge, Wardle back towards middle to O'Neill. Then across to Smith. Then across to French down the right edge now. Now with Field. Flat ball to Kieran, trying to get around one. Off to Eckersley, stopped near the touchline. Last tackle for Wigan. Good scramble from Cass. Back towards the middle now with French. He's going to kick towards the post. That's an awful kick from Bevan French. Well, maybe, maybe not. It's with Smith, kicks the ball through. Marshall putting pressure on Ravalawa, who puts the ball over the dead ball line. It'll be a goal line dropout. I was thinking the kick from French wasn't great, but unless that's what he intended, then it was perfect. So goal line dropout for Cass. We'll see where they go with it, because a lot of... In the NRL, there's a lot of short dropouts, and we've already seen a couple Aussies bring that to Super League. And it looks like they're going to go for a short one again. Oh, maybe not. Right, it's collected about 25 out from French. Hands it back to Walters, who is a giant. 16 and a half minutes gone. 25 metres out. Wigan in possession. It's with Thompson over the 20. Wigan inside the red zone. Second tackle, O'Neill in centre field. 6 again for Wigan. French goes right to Smith, then to Farrell. He's going to be brought down on the 10-metre line. Over on the right-hand side of the park. O'Neill left to Smith. Flat ball to Walters. Stopped in between the sticks, maybe 4 metres out. 17 minutes gone. O'Neill flat ball to Walters. Was that? That was Ellis, sorry. Stopped a metre or two short. Right at the post. O'Neill launched it right to Smith. Fast ball across to Kieran. Back inside to Bevan French. Steps. Brought down a few metres short. Whistle's blown. Penalty for Wigan. Cass were offside. Wigan piling on the pressure here, but Cass dealing with it. 10 metres out with Cade Ellis. Just right at the post. He stopped 2 or 3 metres away from the try line. O'Neill looking short side right. Goes to Bevan French. Pops the ball up to Kieran. Look for an offload. I think that's forward either way. Collected by a Cass player. Possibly grounded in goal, actually. What happened then? Was it a knock-on from Taff? It didn't look like one. Okay. So Kieran offloads it. I think it's a Cass player that kicks it backwards. It's collected by Taff, and then the ref is saying he was tackled in goal. I'm not sure if he was quite in goal there, but it was close either way. Long dropout collected on the 40 by Field. Hands it off to Walters with a strong carry. Back up towards the 20 or just shy of it. This ain't a bad start either. It's an exciting game so far. It's decent. Thompson over the 20. Slightly awkward fall there. Sam Hall is on for the renew for Tony. O'Neill 15 out, goes right to French. Engage the line. Then to Smith. Out back to Field. Wrapped up by Mapapalangi. Good defensive work there from Cass once again. Kieran, 10 out. Left to O'Neill. Then to Walters. Inside the 10, between the sticks. 19 minutes gone. O'Neill waits at dummy half. 2 tackles left. Left to Smith, then to Field. Cuts back towards the middle. He can do something dangerous from here. Buddy's wrapped up. Gets an offload. It's with Wardle. On the 10, between the sticks. Make it 8 or 9 metres out. O'Neill on the last tackle. In centre field. Right to Ellis. Then to Smith. Engage the line. Across to Kieran. Has a momentum here. Buddy is stopped just short of the line. Good defence again from Cass. Look at Cass go. 20 minutes. Nearly gone. They've had some good territory and have looked really solid in defence here. Cass have looked solid in defence and not giving Wigan much here towards the edges. That's good stuff. Hood on his own 10. Gives it to Mella. Takes it just over. Hood, now Ravalawa. Strong carry there, up to the 20. Offloads it, but Junior Nsemba is there to collect it from the offload. Good idea, or nice idea from Ravalawa. Just didn't work out for them. So Wigan in possession again, 20 metres out. Marshall with the first carry, they set up towards the 10. Whistle is blown for a penalty, possibly offside from Cass. And Wigan will get a fresh set of 6, 10 metres out. Cass are doing it. They're doing it. They've just got to be careful, because the more play the balls Wigan get here, the more likely they are to just score at some point. But Cass look fairly strong defensively. Nsemba will play this right in front of the left post. 20.5 minutes gone. O'Neill goes right to Ellis. He stopped a metre short. Right to the post. O'Neill. Left to Smith. Steps off his left back towards the right hand side. Now with French. Steps back inside himself. And he's wrapped up 7 metres out. Right at the post. O'Neill is going to scoot. He's going to go himself. He'll be stopped on the line in the in-goal area, and they'll go back to the 10 to play the ball. 2 tackles left in this set for Wigan. Cass still keeping him out. Bevan French is on the ground. Hopefully it's... Yeah, I think it's just his boot, fortunately. He's now with Smith in centre field. Switches back to Walters. I believe this is the last tackle now. How's the game going? It's pretty exciting so far. Last tackle now with Smith. Kicks towards the back right corner. Got it underneath it. Collects it cleanly. Mapapalangi probably took someone out there. It's another penalty. Mapapalangi took out Adam Kieran. Castleford's defence so far has been really, really strong. Really strong. It was a good take because no one else was competing because Kieran was taken out. Yeah, that is a penalty. That's a fair penalty. Nearly 22 minutes gone. Wigan piling on the pressure now. They haven't looked that exciting in possession though. Like, decent carries, but shifting the ball, Cass are just plugging those gaps and covering their edges. So good stuff right now. Bevan French now with Ethan Havard. First carry of the game for him. 22 minutes gone. He's going to play this just shy of the 10. Slightly right of centre field. Now in centre field with Smith. Then to Walters on his left. Wigan will play this in front of the left post by 2 or 3 metres away from the try line. O'Neill right to Ellis. Does not give the ball to Smith. It's just a numbers game really. Like, yes, the defence is great, but they'll get knackered at some point, you'd imagine. Now with Walters. Then to Smith. Now with Field. Ball over the top, but they're covering it. Back inside to Field. And he's wrapped up. Cass are just covering their edges. They are covering everything at the minute. Marshall. Now Smith. Then to O'Neill. Over on the right edge now with Bevan French. Nearly stumbles. Kicks the ball through. Eckersley's there. So it's Gary. I think he pushed the ball over the dead ball line. Either way, there's no try. Well done from Gary. Well done from Jason Gary. Well positioned. Shoulder to shoulder with Eckersley, who we know is quick and a bigger body than him too. So that is good stuff there to get to the ball. Push it over the dead ball line. This is great scramble defence, yeah. Very good so far. They just can't keep dealing with this kind of pressure, that's the thing. They could do with an error, or... Oh, the ball nearly went out from the dropout. Oof, nearly. Just collected in time. 23 and a half minutes gone. They need a mistake from Wigan here, and ideally a penalty as well, to get up the field. They're dealing with a lot of defensive work, but this will only make them stronger as a unit. Westerman's on as well. French on the right edge. Flat ball to Farrell, brought down by Mapa Palangi. They're inside the 10. Back towards the middle with French, shifting it left to Smith. Then across the field, trying to get around the 3 and defender, and Wardle brought down 4 or 5 metres out over to the left touchline. Field, back towards the middle now with Smith. Then back down the short side left to Ensemba. 24 minutes gone, last tackle coming up, the 10 metres out. O'Neill, centre field with Smith, kicks towards the back right. Mapaplangi goes up, so does Kieran, gets the ball. I think he's knocked on trying to ground that. It's probably worth a check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he dropped it, but you know what, it is worth a check. If he didn't quite see it properly, then it's, you know, it's worth a quick look. Okay, so no try on field. Video ref will check. Okay, everyone's onside. Yeah, everyone's miles onside, really. So Kieran goes up. Collects it cleanly, I'm sure. Hopefully we don't take ages with this, because I'm pretty sure he just took it cleanly. He does take it cleanly. And for the ground in. Oh, that is close. That is close. Oh my god. Is he going to be saved by a frame here? There's an angle that looks like it's a try. I think there's an angle where there's fingertips on the ball. I think this might actually be a try, you know. I think that's a try. I've got a feeling they're not going to get it, though, because they'll say it's inconclusive, and therefore they'll back the on-field decision. Oh. I may be fair, but I think they've just made the wrong call there. I think that's a try. It's no try. It is no try, but I think he's got that. Why is Kendall looking at all the angles just to make sure he can see fingertips on it, which I'm pretty sure you can. 24 and a half minutes gone. It's going to be a 20-metre tap 7 tackle set. First carry is Ravalawa. McIntosh with the next up towards the 30. Yeah, I think Wigan should have had a try there, but we move on. Hood hands it off to Hall, taking it just over the 40. Second tackle. Weaver, now over the halfway line. It's with Lane down the left or right edge of the field, sorry. Partington is now on for Walters. Hood, short side right to Darnell McIntosh, takes it over the 30. Drag near the touchline. Eventually comes down. Evening, Alex. Bonjour. 25 minutes gone. 2 tackles left. It's with Weaver. Got there eventually. 30 metres out. Assey. Then across to Taff. Now with Mapa Palangi up towards the 20. Still going. He's still going. Can he get an offload? Not quite. 15 metres out on the last tackle for Cass. Finally out of danger. There's a kick on the last here towards a post and Semba underneath it. So is Hall. Collects it. Needs to offload if possible. He's going to be tackled 5 metres out from the try line. And that's going to be a turnover with 25.5 minutes gone. So Eckersley with the first carry of this set. Stopped on the 10. Marshall with the next carry up towards the 20. Good job for Caster out of trouble now. There's an offload there from Ollie Partington. Stopped on the 30 is Brad O'Neill. He's going to play this for Partington. Goes left to Ellis now, then Semba. Wrapped up nicely, taken to ground. 26 minutes gone. Cheers, Alex. Aren't you adorable? Inside of field with Partington. Goes right to French. He wants to kick towards the back right already. Looking for touch. Interesting call. Just trying to keep Cass pinned back. Might be the right call, actually. Cass will do really well at the minute. Need to go on, sorry. How's Wigan looking? The carries are really good. Defensive work seems fine. The carries look really good. They've been clunky here and there moving the ball around, but Castleford's defence has been really good so far. Like, they've not given Wigan anything. Who's that? Oh, that's not Singleton, is it? Is it Singleton? Or is that Hall? Oh, that is Westerman. It looks bigger than normal, actually, Westerman. It's with Assey. Draws in a few defenders. Shrugs off Farrell. Still going. Brought down 50 now. Awkward tackle there from French. It's going to be a penalty for Cass. Player hit off the ball, though. 27.5 minutes gone. I mean, Wigan's looking fine anyway, but then, I mean, I think Cass is just defending extremely well. Yeah, Mellor was taken off the ball, taken out off the ball. There you go. So clock still ticking away. Nearly 28 minutes gone. Kick into touch from Weaver. Cass have a fresh set of 6, 10 metres out. I actually do kind of feel like Cass will score next. They just look more exciting in possession as well. So, first carry was from Mellor. Hood, left of centre field, goes right to Lawler. Dragging a few defenders. He's going to play this in front of the left post, 1 metre away from the try line. Hood, flat ball to Westerman, trying to spin. Oh, stopped a metre shy. Plays for Hood right at the post. Maybe an incorrect play of the ball. Field jumping out the line. That's going to be... Is it a penalty for Cass? Going for 2 is fine here, actually. The problem is, like, if it was to take a 2-0 lead, I'd say no. I'd say don't go for it. But since you've already got 6, you can go for 2, make it an 8-point game. The only problem is, are they going to get pinned back? If they tap and go here, I wouldn't mind it. Oh, I thought it was a penalty. I thought, Jesus Christ. What am I on about? I was positive he gave the penalty then. It's a scrum. It's now with Mapa Palangi. Stopped on the 10. 29 minutes gone. Hood, left of the post, goes right to Dejan Assey. Engage the line. Flat ball to Hall. Stopped 5 or 6 metres out. I'd agree there, Luke. I would agree. Westerman. Forward from Cass. They could have piled on some pressure there. They really needed to. Liam Hood not happy about something. I feel like the tries that Wigan will get would be from crashing over through the middle. I don't know if maybe if they win a contest in the air on the edges, from a kick to the corner, possibly. But in terms of spreading the ball, I don't know if they're going to open up Castleford's edges that much. So Wigan in possession on their own 20. And a knock-on from Farrell. It is collected by Hall. 30 minutes gone in this game. Cass have possession, 20 metres out. Lawler stopped on the 20. Chance for Cass to pile on the pressure now. Westerman with a carry. He does look bigger than he did last year. It really put me off. I didn't realise who he was at first. Down the short side left to Ass. He steps off his left foot. Stopped just shy of the 10. Hood goes right to Lawler. Then to Weaver. Ball across to McIntosh. That's a good ball. Should have committed to going around the outside of Wardle there, I reckon. Cuts back inside. He'll play this 4 metres out. Right at the post. Hood back towards the middle now with Weaver. Quick hands across from Hall. It is collected by Mellor. Looked like an awkward one there, but he does collect it cleanly enough. Last tackle for Cass. Just over 10 metres out. Hood in centre field now with Weaver. Kicking towards the back right. We've got a contest. Marshall goes up. Collects cleanly in goal. This will be a 20-metre tap. He taps it. A few players offside. Gives it to Field. Just collects it in time. Stopped on the 40. Was Ravalawa offside? Might be a penalty, actually. High shot from Ravalawa. Okay. That's fair enough. Because if you give Field a clean break, he is kind of gone. 31 and a half minutes gone. Smith will kick to touch from the 40, so Wigan will get another fresh set. Deep in enemy territory once again. I was hoping Cass would be able to pile on a bit more pressure. But we'll see what they can do defensively again. Patrick Mago on the field. Another massive body for Wigan. Jesus. But yeah, I do feel like at the moment, Wigan's best asset is just through the middle. Can they crash over? O'Neill left to Smith. Then across to Field, across to Marshall. Only Weaver to beat. Marshall finally in, as I was saying. Well, only going through the middle. They finally get a try via the edges. Well, Wigan have been piling on the pressure for the last, 10, 15 minutes? More like 10 minutes down that end of the field. Finally managed to open them up. Only Weaver to beat. Let's have a look at this again. It's with Smith. Out the back to Field. He draws in McIntosh. Ravalawa bites into Wardle as well. Some great balls out the back there. Marshall. Little shimmy. Finds a line. Good try there. It's going to be 6-4. With a kick to come. Not the easiest one. Cass just need to be careful about having to do so much defending on their own line. Again, it's just a numbers game, isn't it, really? It's just a numbers game. The amount of defensive work they've had to do. Just over 33 minutes gone now. Reminds me of Hull KR vs York. This so-called big team looks slow and predictable. The so-called lesser side defending excellently and looking slightly better with the ball. Yeah, indeed, I'd agree. 33 and a half minutes gone. I'd absolutely agree with that, Luke. But again, as I was saying before, is this where the floodgates open kind of thing? I don't know. At least Cass are getting a bit of a rest. They just need to make sure when they've got the ball in good territory, they complete the sets. The kick is no good as well from Kieran. But they got to make sure they complete the sets and actually keep Wigan pinned back. That's what they've got to be careful of. It's a great ball from Field. Great ball. Let's have it. Yeah, it's just a numbers game, innit? Amount of defensive work may go with the carry. Strong carry over the 20. Just over 34 minutes gone. Wigan in possession. It's with Farrell. Up towards the 30. Singleton's now on as well for Lawler. It is with Partington. Now Havard. Pumping his legs up towards the halfway line. Flat ball to Smith. Goes left and then out the back to Wardle. Doesn't quite get to him. Awkward ball there. But he takes it over the halfway line. Just inside Cass territory with 2 tackles to go for Wigan. O'Neill in centre field. Goes right to Mago. Stopped on the 30. Last tackle for Wigan. It's with Smith in centre field. Puts boot to ball. Plenty of height on this one. Taff underneath it. French with a chase. Blake Taff is going to be wrapped up in the in-goal area. Goal line dropout for Cass. 5 minutes to go. Wigan piling on the pressure now. Good work there from French to get him down. And to time that correctly as well. No reason to go short here, but you never know. They might try and drill this ball low. See if they can get it to go out. Or will he go short? You never know. Looking for touch. It is collected by Farrell. 30 metres out. Now 25. Great field position here for Wigan. It's now with Mago. Straightens up. Bumps off Hall. Still going. Patrick Mago still going. 5 metres out. O'Neill launches it left. It's an awkward ball collected by Nsemba. Good timing there on the pickup. He's going to play this ball 4 or 5 metres out left of the posts. O'Neill now inside the field with Partington across to Mago. Then to Smith. Now for it. French. Ball over the top, but it is into touch. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure if it just missed Eckersley entirely or he knocked it on. Couldn't quite see it. God, could you imagine SCSA, Lasoni and Mago on the same team? If Hull get Mago, that's a joke. That's an absolute joke. But could you imagine those 3 on the same team? Ridiculous. So we've got just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. 2-point advantage for Cass. Mappa Palangi with a carry over his own 20. 3 tackles to go in this set for Cass as well. With Singleton. Partington. Bumps him off. Puts him to ground. Plays of a hood. Across to Weaver. Ball over the top here. Possibly forwards there. McIntosh to Ravalawa. Getting around Wardle. Marshall with a good tackle there. It's an important tackle. Last tackle, Cass only 30 metres out. It's with Weaver. Plenty of height on this kick. Could be an awkward one. Comes backwards for Cass, but Havard is there. And jumps on it on the 40. Not a bad place to start the set here. It's with Field up towards the halfway line. Across to French. 2-on-1 here possibly. Eckersley, room to run. Ball back inside to Bevan French. Wigan take the lead off the back of a lot of great defensive work from Cass. It's very unfortunate because they've worked so hard in defence, but moment of brilliance there from Field, Eckersley and French. They get it done. Wigan will take the lead. They'll make this 8, likely 10 in a second, so I'll just put 10-6 on the scoreboard. Let's have a look at this again. So Havard collects it off the back of the awkward bounce backwards. Field engaged the line across to French, then to Eckersley. Bags of speed. Inside to French. Puts the ball down between the sticks. This is the thing with French and Field. It's just tough to contain them, really, isn't it? A minute and a half to go in the first half. Right, this will be 10-6 to Wigan in a second. Cass just need to make sure that... I mean, they've been completing sets fairly well, from what I recall. I think the set completion is fine, if I remember correctly. But when they're in attacking positions, they need to make sure they complete sets. Ideally, not give away 7 tackle sets. I think Cass could probably come back. It's just I think the half-time break is very much needed Cass rubbish bench. I don't know about that. I mean, Singleton, Westerman, and Hall, they're all, big bodies. Atkin off the bench can play in the halves or hooker. So, yeah, I think the bench is fine, honestly. Only player yet to see is Faramond. The See You Later Twins phrase by Brian Noble. Coined by Brian Noble. Fair enough. Mago. First carry off the back of the try. 20 seconds to go. He's up towards the 20. God, he's ridiculously strong. Farrell with the next carry. 10 seconds left in the first half. Now with Mago. Then to French. Bumps the ball on. Kieran tries to get the ball to Eckersley, but it finds touch. The hooter will sound. And that's going to be half time. Well, closer than I think we all expected. But I think we kind of adjusted our expectations after what happened yesterday and the day before, and the day before that. 6-10. This has been a decent round of Rugby League. A very decent round. And I've got the hiccups as well. That's great. That's a solid half from Cass. Wigan weren't looking great moving the ball around, but they got there eventually. Not a bad half on balance for Cass. We can get in the classic last 10 minute spurt. Yeah. It's just the amount of pressure that they put on Cass. So they scored in the 33rd and 38th minute. So, yeah. I do have a feeling that Cass could do something in this game, though. The defence looks really solid. But it's just the amount of defensive work they've had to do is way too much. Okay, then. I'll put another poll up in a second. Also, shameless plug, if you've not followed me on TikTok or other social medias, please do so. Links are in the comments, the description down below. I'll put up the poll now. Who will win? Wigan lead 10-6 at half-time. Castleford or Wigan? What are we at for subs? 13,870. Thank you for your support. Trying to get to 14k soon, maybe 20k by the end of the year. That's the hope anyway. And if you want to become a member, there's a QR code on screen or a link in the description to become a member of the channel. Okay. Wigan on anything to worry about? Struggling against Cass, for Christ's sake? Well, Cass are also playing well. You know, you got to keep that in mind. They're also playing well. I'm just disappointed there's no Y game next weekend because of the bloody World Club Challenge. But there's... Let me run through the games for next week, actually. So, the World Club Challenge is on Thursday. I'll be streaming that. So, here's the thing. There's 3 games on the Friday. I'm not sure whether to do all 3 games at once or whether to just do one. Just think, I have streamed Bradford and I have streamed York, but I've not streamed Saints or Lee. So I think Saints versus Lee, and it's also probably the most exciting game there. I think I'll probably do Saints versus Lee on Friday. I might update the other scores, I might do that, but since there's 3 clashing at one time, if I have to pick one, I think it's Saints versus Lee. I haven't streamed Leeds yet or Catalans, but because I have done Bradford and York. I'll start with the new teams first. Saturday, we've got Toulouse versus Cass starting an hour before Wigan versus Hull, so I'll probably do a dual stream there. I'll start with Toulouse Cass and then overlap it with Wigan and Hull. So it'll be a longer stream. Or I could just pick one. I could just stream Wigan versus Hull. I could. And then Sunday, Huddersfield versus Wakefield. That one's fine to just do. Saints vs Leeds, maybe the game of the round next week. Yeah. Aside from the World Club Challenge, which could be a blowout, you never know. I'll have a look at the week after, actually, just see what's going on for round 3. Wigan versus Lee on the Thursday. I'll definitely be doing that. Friday, Cass versus Huddersfield and Hull versus York. I might do a dual stream there. Then on the Saturday, I'm at... it's the Vegas game. I'll stream the Vegas game. Can't remember what time it starts, but I'll definitely stream that between KR and Leeds. I'm going to likely miss Catalans versus Saints because I'll be at Warrington against Wakefield. And then I can stream Bradford versus Toulouse on Sunday. All right. So, interesting start for Cass. I think they've done a good job so far. They've done a good job. French has scored a try. Eckersley has an assist. French is on the bench for me as well. That's just great. My fantasy team is getting sorted as soon as this round is done. Okay, looking at the poll. 9 votes, 78% say Wigan's going to win. Why don't they have the World Club Challenge match in Vegas? I don't know. I don't know, actually. I'm just trying to think if they announce the Vegas games before the season's done. If they can announce the Vegas... Or if they can just say the first game will be the World Club Challenge. Or the middle game will be the World Club Challenge. Then it might work. I think it's just about giving fans as much time as possible to get tickets and for clubs to sort out transport and accommodation, all that stuff. 23 missed tackles from Wigan. 72% completion from Wigan, 83 from Cass. More tackles for Cass, but less than half of the missed tackles. Less than half the errors as well, but conceded more penalties. Well, it's a good start from Cass. I think the fans will be quite happy with the defensive work, especially, that they've put in. Wigan fans would probably be more disappointed of the two, even with the lead, because they'll be thinking this is not up to our usual standard. That's probably what they'll be thinking, and then just hoping for a better second half. But it's been a decent game. It's been all right. If Cass want any chance of winning, going to have to defend better and attack better when within the Wigan 20. I think the defence has still been fine. It's just attacking. As long as they can complete sets inside the red zone, and once they're in good attacking positions, as long as they can complete sets and keep piling on the plays on Wigan's defence, that will help massively. I've been posting a hell of a lot to TikTok recently. And I'm at 9.5k followers. I'm hoping I can get to 10k real soon. Hopefully. But yeah, I need to do the... I think since Vegas is soon, I need to start thinking about my NRL predictions as well. That's coming soon. The defence, when we're going to 10 out, be there forced to run at them. When Wigan are in their own half, Castleford just stand back and let Wigan make easy meters. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. Yeah, Taffer's been a little bit quiet. I think the defence has been impressive, I'd say, from Cass. Moving the ball around, there's some good stuff here and there, but I don't know. No one's expected to be excellent from round one, but it's a good start from Cass either way. Not even sure he's going to win at Vegas. Neither side showed their best in round one, I don't think. Vegas is going to be worse than Wigan v Warrington. I don't know. The thing is, of the teams that had a poor round one or were worse than expected, they could easily just show up in round two. Easily. Like, Hull KR could just be world beaters next week. Same with Leeds. Wigan could be world beaters next week. You never know, really. Okay. Daryl Witter is here. Again, the only thing he ever does is just put the name. That's the only thing he does, but you gotta love him for it. You gotta love him for it. You know what? I think that deserves a trumpet. Hey. And we got Clueless Cookie. It says, come on, Wigan. Seems like a new name in here. Seems like a new name in here. Got there eventually. God, that was hard work. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. That's true if Leeds and KR both show up, it'll be a classic. It certainly could be. Leeds had their number last year. So, you never know. You never know. The other games could be interesting. Potentially. The NRL games. I will be doing all three. Let's have a look at this poll. 18 votes, 72% say that Wigan will win after leading 10-6 at half-time. It's one of those where you kind of think, well, are Wigan going to run away with it at this point? They certainly might do. Oh. Different chat. Some of you might recall I mentioned about some food I made last year, right? I think they're called quesos or quesadillas. And not Queso the streamer. But like all these beef wraps, fajita beef wraps, beef fajita wraps, something like that. I've been making salt and pepper chicken at home. And I'm loving it. I have perfected salt and pepper chicken. The thing is, I knew someone was going to say it. The thing is, I don't look like queso. But I've been perfecting salt and pepper chicken, and it is splendid. Absolutely splendid. Right, second half should be underway soon. Cass could still win this one. They could. It's hard to look past Wigan, but I think Cass could do something here. Is it better than a Chinese, though? It's... Alphabet, no, it's not better than a Chinese, but it is very close. In terms of, like, the flavour profile, it's unbelievably close. Like, with the spices are doing everything, the time it takes to cook the chicken, oh my god, it is so tender. You would not believe. The thing is, like, the coating on the chicken is, like, it's a mixture of soy sauce and corn flour. So it gives it a bit of a sort of a crisp on the outside and a slight flavour to it. Just add MSG. You're probably going to get it there. I don't even know if MSG exists in Sainsbury's or not. That's my local. Or even Asda. But, I don't know if I need it. If I can find it, I might try and add it and give it a go. But it's good. It is good. It's helping massively with my diet. I've lost 19 pounds in 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. Right. We're back underway. The second half has begun. Mago with a first carry. Oof. Up to the 20. Field with a break already. Support from Eckersley. Oh, mate. He's still going, though. Eventually stopped. Jesus. 20 seconds gone. Wigan already on the 30. Now with Partington. Then to Havard. He is brought down. In centre field with O'Neill. He's going to be stopped about 15 out from the try line. A little bit less, actually. 6 again for Wigan as well. Inside the red zone already. Might score in the first minute. Possibly. Or just after. Nsemba plays it for Field. It's now with Smith. Shifting it back towards the right-hand side. O'Neill. Then to French. Now Farrell. Takes it just inside the 10. He's going to play this 5 or 6 metres out. O'Neill back towards the middle to Mago. Takes the carry himself. Plays it in front of the right post. Shifting it right to French. Ball across to Eckersley. In the corner after 1 minute and 13 seconds. Here I was thinking, you know what, Cass, maybe just come out in the second half, rejuvenated. But Wigan, Patrick Mago, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And then to have Field of all people in support. Wow. Not sure if the pass was forwards though from French to Eckersley, but yeah, Wigan extend the lead to 14 in 1 minute and 13 seconds. Hope they get relegated, that's harsh. Looks like floodgates, maybe. Thought we were going to see another 20-second try at this start, like on Friday. I'm still yet to watch the highlights. I need to find if the full matches have been posted anywhere. If not, then I'm going to have to settle for highlights. So, 2.5 minutes gone already in the second half. This kick for Kieran is right next to the touchline. Hello, Kerry. Howdy. Welcome to the stream. And the kick from Adam Kieran is... looks alright. Just wide. Just wide. So 8-point lead for Wigan now. So, is that going to spur Cass on to get their shite together? ASAP Rocky? Or is that going to demoralise them? Let's see what they're made of. Hopefully not paper mache. We're going to have Hull next week. Are you sure about that? Are you sure? I thought I looked through them. I don't recall that being a fixture. Anyway, Mago in possession on the 20. 3.5 minutes gone in the second half already, and Mago's just shy of the 30. Partington through the middle. Little show and go. Plays it for O'Neill in centre field. Up towards halfway now with Patrick Mago. Bumps off one. Offloads it to Farrell as well. And he takes it inside Cass territory. Last tackle for Wigan. O'Neill goes left to Smith. Boot to ball. Taff underneath it, goes up, collects it cleanly. Well taken, Blake Taff. Really well taken. Plays it for Weaver. He gives it to Michaeli Ravalawa. Good defensive line speed there. Few players shooting out the line. Weaver gives it to Jason Gadi. Just over 4 minutes gone. 44 minutes and 20 seconds gone in this game. Hood on the 20 gives it to McIntosh. He carries it over the 30. As a Tony... Is he done for the day? Hopefully not, because I think he started quite well the first 20. The last tackle for Cass, they're just shy of halfway. They go left to Dejan Assi. Puts boot to ball. Plenty of height on this one. Field underneath it. Collects it cleanly on the 10. Gives it to Eckersley. And he's going to play this 15 out from his own try line. Hope Cass can rally. It's possible Wigan just batter them from here. Maybe. My prediction was 32-12 to Wigan, which is still on at the moment. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Carry from Wardle. Over the 40, few metres shy of halfway. Third tackle for Wigan. O'Neill. Left to Field. Bumps off one. Field is still going. Takes it over the 40. Back towards the middle now with Partington. Over the 30. Last tackle for Wigan. 5.5 minutes gone in the second half. Short side left to Smith. Across to Nsemba. Kicks the ball through. Comes off a Cass player. What's that going to be? Let's have a look. Knock on from someone. Knock on from Wigan? Not sure yet. I think it's knock on. Yeah, knock on Wigan. So they'll play the ball on their own 20. It's now Ravalawa. Oof, loses a metre there. Smashed into. He's not happy about something. Next carry from Hall. Strong run there. Brought down just short of the 30. That was a strong hit on Ravalawa. It is now with Mellor. Smashed into on the 30. Yeah, it is quite easy for Wigan to get up the field at the moment. Not sure if Tony's done for the day, but it could be good to get him back on soon. Hood in centre field from the 40, goes left to Assi. Steps off his left foot. His run game was getting much better at the back end of last year. Possible 6 again for Cass. It is. Fresh set of 6 from halfway. Weaver takes it just inside Wigan territory. So if they can pile on the pressure here, get some repeat sets, and possibly a try off the back end of it, then Cass are back in this game. 6 again, and a penalty for Cass. So they could pile on the pressure here, which should be great for them. And really start to fatigue Wigan. Possibly. Seven minutes gone in the second half. There's a tap from Hood. Gives it to Weaver. Switches back to Singleton. And he stopped just short of the 20. Hood waits at dummy half. In centre field. Or slightly right of centre field, sorry. On his left to Assi. He switches back to, I believe that was Hall. Then goes right to Assi. Little show and go. Pops a ball up to Lane. Stopped on the 10. 3 tackles to go as well. It's with Hood over on the right edge of the field. On his left to Westerman. Fakes the ball out the back, then takes the carry himself. Stopped inside the 10. 2 tackles left for Cass. Short side right to Weaver. Across to Taff. Quick hands, and it's out the back. Wayward stuff, and it finds touch. Did it come off a Wigan player? Not sure if it did. I think it might have just been a pull ball out the back. Yeah, he sort of tries to tip it on a little bit, but yeah, it goes behind. Wigan rules, you always find a way to slow it down. I have noticed that of all the rucks that I've seen so far this weekend, this one is the slowest one so far. Marshall with a carry up towards the 20. 8 minutes and 20 seconds gone in the second half. O'Neill. Now Eckersley taking the next carry, just over the 20. 48.5 minutes gone. It is with Mago once again. Excellent game so far from him. Excellent game. Plays it on the 40. O'Neill, right to Farrell. Well done from, was that Westerman? Westerman shooting out the line, getting into Farrell, brings him down. Havard on the halfway line. Last tackle coming up for Wigan. So Castle, alright, restricted meters here. Kick towards the back left. From Smith, Taff underneath it, collects cleanly. Hands it off to Ravalawa. And he's going to play this 15 out from his own try line. So Cass with a bit of ground to make up here. Mapapalangi over the 20. I'd like to see Cass shifting the ball a bit more. In their own half. Early in sets as well. Mella. Hit awkwardly then. Not sure if it was high, but it was awkward at the very least. Might have been a high shot. 49.5 minutes gone. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, swinging arm from Eckersley. That should be a penalty for Cass. I think it is. So he can get up the field now, which is good for Cass. Lawler is on for Singleton as well. So Weaver finds touch. They'll start a fresh set just shy of the 40. Tap from Mapapalangi, gives it to Mella, straight back in with another carry. Liam Hood waits left to centre field, back towards middle now with Assey, switches back to Stimson. Lawler, sorry. My bad, Piant, my bad. 10 minutes gone in the second half, 50 minutes on the clock. Hood in centre field at dummy half, goes right to Weaver, switches back to Westerman. He's going to be stopped on the 20. 3 tackles to go in this set for Cass as well. Great chance to put some points on the board here. Weaver then to Assey. Great ball across to Gaddy. Gaddy has to cut back inside. He's still going. Oof. Mago gets hold of him, pulls the back of his shirt. Cass only 5 metres out. 2 tackles to go. Assey across to Lawler. Then to Weaver. Possible space on the right-hand side of the field. McIntosh bumps off one and another. Still going. Brought down by Marshall. Good defence. Gets an offload as well. Has to play the ball. They're saying knock on. Are they? Where? Really? How many times do we see refs just play the ball? He didn't lose it. He clearly offloaded it. Could he not have just been asked to play the ball? 51.5 minutes gone. Scrum for Wigan on their own 10. See if Cass can pin them back. He must take Yorkshire, full leads over last year. Right then, Wigan in possession just over their own 10. Ethan Havard with the next carry. Stopped on the 20. Oof, strong tackle there from Lawler. O'Neill goes right to Farrell. Engages the line. Makes a few extra metres. 52 minutes gone in this game. 3 tackles left for Wigan in this set. Both still have a challenge as well. No challenges have been thrown out as of yet. There's an offload. It's with O'Neill over the 40. And a few metres shy of the halfway line. 2 tackles left for Wigan. Thompson with a carry just over halfway. Last tackle for the Warriors. It is left to Smith. Plenty of height on this one. Taff underneath it. Takes it cleanly enough. Little bit of a bobble there. He gives it to Ravalawa. He takes it just over the 10. It's with Weaver. Now McIntosh. Pumping his legs a little bit. Just shy of the 20. Second tackle for Cass. Can they get up the field again? It's with Mapapalangi. Cuts back towards the middle. Good tackle there from French. Hood waits a dummy half. It is now with Hall. Stopped on the 30. 53 minutes gone in this game. Plays it in Hood. Plays it in Hood. Sorry, for Hood in centre field. Doesn't play it in Hood. Let's just be very clear about that. Very clear about that. On the 40 now, Cass in possession. They go down the short side right with Weaver. Kicks down the right edge of the field. Field underneath it, collects behind the 10. Takes it over the 10 up towards the 20. And Lawler and Hood bring him down. 53.5 minutes on the clock. Smith gives it to Marshall. Takes it up towards the 30. Wigan are making fairly easy meters in these sets now. Over the 40. O'Neill at dummy half. Left to Thompson. Takes it up towards halfway. O'Neill goes right to French. Engages the line. Fakes with a little show and go, but is stopped just short of Castleford's 40. Now in centre field with Smith. Looking for a kick on the 4th tackle here. There's a lot of height on this one. Ravalawa lets it bounce. It's collected by Wardle near the left touchline. Oof. High shot on Wardle maybe? Yep, they are saying it's a high shot. They could go for 2 here. Maybe Sunday rules are more relaxed, yeah. Maybe. Could go for 2, but might as well just tap and go. Okay. Wigan have possession inside the red zone. Thompson takes it just shy of the 10. Slightly left of centre field. O'Neill waits at dummy half. Right to Havard. Straightens up and takes a carry. In front of the right post. He's going to be stopped 2 or 3 metres out. O'Neill looking right to French. Pops it up to Farrell. Not much he could really do from there. Really, he's stopped a metre in front of the try line. Right of the sticks. Plays it for French. Launches it towards the middle with O'Neill. Left to Smith. Switches back to Thompson. Carries it back towards the 10. 2 tackles left. O'Neill goes right to Partington. Flat ball to Havard. Looking for an offload. And I think that's going to be classed as a knock on there. Castleford deal with that. Blake Taff is loving it. 55.5 minutes gone. I think Cass really do need to score next. If we can score next, I think that is game over. But if Cass can get the next points, it's game on. Well, they do have possession on their own 10, so they do need to get up the field, which they are kind of struggling to do without penalties. 56 minutes gone. Out the back of the scrum, Cass take it just over the 10 with Lawler. Ravalawa with the next carry. Only making a few metres. Might have lost the ball there. I think he's... Does he want to challenge? It looked like the ball bounced, but he might have still had a hand on it. Do they want to challenge? Scrum for Wigan. Jesus. Okay. Well, he had a hand on the ball the whole time, but I get what he's saying. So at the back of the scrum, it's with Field down the left edge. He slips over, has to surrender there. 57 minutes gone. He plays it for O'Neill. It's now with Smith. Then across to Partington. Now Havard. Stopped on the 10. Plenty of tackles to go as well. O'Neill in centre field. Left to Partington. Then across to Smith. Switches back to Nsemba. Strong run. Stop 5 metres out. The whistle's blown for another penalty. God, the amount of pressure Cass is dealing with now. Well, they had a good start to the game at least. They had a good start. Is a Tony done for the day here? Because he went off after 18 minutes. O'Neill, 5 metres out, gives it to Thompson. He's 2 or 3 metres out, just left of the post. O'Neill at dummy half. 58 minutes gone, it's with French, then Field. Not much you could do there. He's wrapped up. Lost a little bit of ground. Over on the right edge now. Third tackle, Farrell. Back towards the middle with French. Left to O'Neill. Then left to Smith. Across to Marshall. Good stuff there defensively from Cass to cover the gaps. And he's going to be stopped on the 10. 2 tackles left for Wigan. In centre field, O'Neill goes right to Partington. Flat ball to Havard. He's stopped 2 or 3 metres out, just right at the post. Last tackle for Wigan. O'Neill, short side right to French. Kicks the ball through. Gary lets it go dead. I don't think he touched that one, so that is going to be 20-metre tap, 7 tackle set. Good chance for Cass to get up the field now. A tap from Mapapalangi, gives it to Ravalawa. And he loses the ball straight away. Six again for Wigan, 20 metres out. O'Neill at dummy half, about 13 metres out, goes right to Thompson. Takes it over the 10. He's about 5 or 6 metres out between the sticks. 59.5 minutes gone. Plenty of tackles to go as well. It's Partington. Stopped a metre short, just left of the posts. Launches it left to field, then to Nsemba. Cuts back towards the middle. Gets an offload as well to O'Neill. Launches it right to Havard. Then to French. Flat ball across to Kieran. Good hands to Eckersley in the corner. Comes back towards the posts. Really good hands there. Really good hands. But mistakes. Mistakes from Cass. So easy now for Wigan to march up the field. 2 errors from Ravalawa. I think that's floodgates now officially open at this point. Because I think Cass might be done in this one. They're going to be absolutely knackered in the last 15-20 minutes. So it's going to be 18-6 with a kick to come. So we're in the final quarter of the game anyway. That's a shame. Gave a good account of themselves for a while, but that'll be it now. Yeah. Unfortunately. Good effort for a little while. Adam Kieran to add the extras to make it 20 points to 6. I think I did say 32-12 actually, so if he gets this it makes it easier. Which he should do actually, he should get this. Well, you never know. Alright. Heard Kieran's going to Leeds to replace Newman next year. I've not heard anything about that, to be honest, but it wouldn't be a bad signing, actually. Would be pretty good. So back underway. It is collected by Bevan French. Ellis with a carry up towards the 20. 62 minutes on the clock. It is now with Walters. Next carry from Thompson up towards the 30. Now with Ellis. Then to Partington over the 40. O'Neill waits in centre field. 2 tackles to go for Wigan. Left to Ellis. Now inside Cass territory. They've got to stop letting them get into their own half by the end of the set. They've got to stop doing that. French with a kick on the last towards the back right. Collected cleanly by Gary. Takes it just over the 10. I'm on for an exact score here. I've been hard done by with the predictions, as of a lot of other people in the Predictions League, but I'm not sure if anyone's got an exact score this weekend. That's the thing. I need to check that after this as well. But if I can get one, that certainly helps. That's 5 bonus points. Wigan are going to be first, all because of Castleford being incapable of defending and scoring? Well, you never know. You never know. Decent break here for Taff. He wants to keep going. Oh, that might have looked forward there. Assy goes left to Mella. Last tackle for Cass. They've got an inside to Wigan territory. Nearly tipped beyond the horizontal there. 40 metres out. Atkin is on the field as well. Oof, Mella's not in a good way. Doesn't look like it anyway. Or looks like it anyway. Collected by Field on the 10. Cutting back towards the left-hand side. Can he get around this Cass defence? Nope, wrapped up 50 now from his own try line. Faramond is also on the field, playing at dummy half. It is with Marshall up towards the 20. And it's a penalty for Wigan. 64 minutes gone. Okay. They are like last year, but just for this game so far. Luckily, the others have been pretty quick. Luckily. So Wigan in possession. 64.5 minutes gone off the back of the penalty. They are inside the red zone once again. Thompson plays it for O'Neill. It's right to French. Couple steps. Flicks the ball backwards. Collected by Field. He's 10 metres out. Stepping towards the left. Offloads it. Easy break for Wardle. Goes through untouched. Jesus. Couple mistakes from Cass. Giving away penalties. Dropping the ball in dangerous territory. Easy meters for Wigan up the field. Can barely get the field up themselves, Castleford. Get up the field themselves. But yeah, Wigan have switched on massively for the second half at the very least. This will be 26-6 in a second. Did Kendall have a game last week? This week, sorry. Or has he been punished for the Leeds Saints mistake? I don't know if he had a game this week, actually. Don't know. So Kieran to make this 26-6 in front of the posts, which should be completely fine. .66 minutes gone in this game. Right, a trying to kick from Cass, a trying to kick from Wigan, and sorted. Cass have had no ball and not in any decent field position. Next week's game versus Toulouse away will be a better indication of where Cass are. True, but the thing is, it's up to them to restrict the meters. It's up to them to gain the meters, so it is on them in this second half. Put the wrong winger on your bench. Well, fortunately, your bench doesn't get any points. I'm pretty sure. Your bench gets no points. But that's an assist from Field, which helps my fantasy team. And Eckersley's had 2 tries, which is also good. Short kick-off from Cass. I like the idea. And Taff collects it. Tony's back on the field. There we go. Come on, Cass. Rub it in. Tony with a carry up towards the tent. Look at him go. They've been missing him. There he is. Plays it inside the 10 for Atkin. Launches it left. Awkward. But it's a knock-on from Kieran, I'm pretty sure. I think Wigan did knock on there. It was an awkward ball out the back from Atkin, but I do think Wigan knocked on. .67 minutes and 13 seconds stopped on the clock. Why is it sometimes 6 again, sometimes penalty? It depends on where they are in the field. I think if they're behind the 30 or 40, it's a penalty. But if they're ahead of their own 40, it's a 6 again, I think. And a penalty for Cass here. Tip beyond the horizontal, I think that was. Yep, it was. Let's see if Cass can get some points here. Or some more points. Stimson with the carry. He's going to be brought down on the 10 just left of his posts. Atkin waits at dummy half. Shifts it right to Assy. He switches back to a Tony. Huge body from this kind of range. Could crash over, but he's just stopped a metre short of the try line. 6 again for Cass. They shift it right to Weaver. McIntosh trying to get around Wardle. Launched it over the top. What a try. What a ball from McIntosh. What a ball that is from McIntosh. How's he done that? How on earth has he done that? Let's take a look again. That is possibly a beauty. Ravalawa with his first try for Cass in Super League. Who do you think will get relegated? Well, I don't know, because it's still based on the grading system. What an offload. What an offload that is. Huge kick, though. $11 minutes to go in this game. Are they just waiting for try confirmed? I think so. There we go. Try confirmed. Go on, Weaver, lad. I need you to get this, and I need Wigan to get a try and a kick. I need it. Come on, Tom. I forgot to add the points on. I'll wait for the kick. I'll just wait for it. This is right near the touchline. 25 metres out. This is tough. The kick is... it's no good. I'm going to need Cass to get 2 random points from somewhere, which ain't going to happen. So I don't think I'm going to get my exact score. Yeah, I needed him to get that. Needed him to. Back underway, 10 minutes to go. Ball collected by Gary. Hands it off to a Tony. Tony should have been on earlier. I don't know if he had a knock, and that's why he went off and didn't come back on for a while, but they were missing him massively. It's with McIntosh. 15 out from his own try line. Down the short side right with Weaver. Good meters here on the first few tackles. Plays it for Ravalawa on the 30. Now with Atkins, shifting it left. It's with Assy. Ball across, good hands there. Bit of room down the left-hand side. Mapapalangi gets it to Gary, trying to get around French, but he brings him down. Stopped on the 50. The halfway line. Yeah, Fletcher Rooney is 18th, man. Fletcher Rooney. I don't know what's happened here. Something's been called, and I don't know what. Oh, penalty for Cass? Late shot from Kieran, possibly? That might be it. Why isn't he playing? Well, I don't think he gets in this team. 9 minutes to go. Tom Weaver will kick to touch from a penalty. Got 9 minutes to go. Potential card. The crowd's not happy. I don't know if there will be a card. There might be. Oh, looks like it's going to be a card. Either way, if it is a card, he's done for the rest of the game. And it's going to be...
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless gate, Campbell! You dickhead!
Not good enough, Adam. Not good enough. What are you doing? Right. Right then, Adam Kieran will be done for the rest of this game. Right, there we go. Kieran with a yellow card. So we've got just less than 9 minutes to go. What I'm hoping is Cass get a penalty and they go for 2. Which they're not going to do. If they have a penalty, they're just going to tap and go. But they're inside Wigan's territory now. Just over 40 metres out. Atkin down the short side right. Goes over the 40. 71.5 minutes gone in this game. Not long left to go. Tony goes left to Stimson. Then to Assey. Now with Taff. Quick ball across to Mapapalangi. Cuts back inside. It's going to be stopped just short the 20. Oh yeah, it is. I think it is actually. Good run there from Assey, stopped just short the 10. Atkin launches it right to Weaver. 10 metres out, then across to Taff. Not sure they're going to be able to do anything here. No. Taff's just going to be wrapped up. Oh, now he's limping. Oh dear. Marshall with the first carry takes it just over the 10. Hopefully Taff is alright. Hopefully. Next carry from Eckersley. They could go for a 40-20 attempt here. If Taff's not going to be able to get to it, you could go for 40-20. And it's a shorter pitch as well. Now with Thompson. Up towards the 40. 2 tackles left. O'Neill goes left to Ellis. Gets an offload as well back to O'Neill. Then to French. Cross to Walters. Spins. Gets an offload to Partington. Eckersley on his outside if he can get the ball away. Takes it inside the 10. 7 minutes to go. Last tackle. Short side right. Eckersley for a hat-trick possibly. French is having a go himself. He's stopped a few metres shy of the try line. If I don't get my exact score, at the very least I'll take another try from Eckersley for the fantasy team. Or Field. What are you doing? What are you doing? Right, they have possession just in front of their own try line. Castleford with a long way to go. 16 points down. Pretty much we can say this is a Wigan victory. So what's the scoreline going to be? Stay tuned to find out. Next carry from Renew for Tony. Another strong carry again. Castleford throwing the ball around a little bit last few minutes, but they're having another go here. Taff, then to Ravalawa. Bit of room down the right edge to make up some extra metres. Bumps off Faramond. Gets an offload as well. Can they collect it? Yes, they can. Blake Taff does collect it. McIntosh waits at dummy half. Just less than 6 minutes to go. Back towards the middle with Weaver. Switches back to Stimson. Takes it over the 30. Last tackle for Cass. And a penalty for Cass as well. Keep in mind, they do have an extra man. But they need to kind of score now. Because they've got 5.5 minutes to get 3 tries. Only way it's possible is because they've got the extra man. But they're going to need to make sure they do the basics right. Lane will play this for Atkin. 25 out. Back towards the middle with Weaver. Pops it up to a Tony. Stopped on the 20. Ball left to Assey. Then to Taff. Pops up to Mapapalangi. Across to Gadigadi. Could be a 6 again at least. If he doesn't get the line. Very close. That did come off a Wigan player, I'm pretty sure. Mellor. Back towards the middle to Assey. He's going to go himself. Stop 5 metres out. Yeah, it's just Cass getting those 2 points. Don't think it'll happen. So that's unfortunate. Because I had 32-12 as well. Less than 5 minutes to go. Last tackle in front of the right post. They go left to Assey. He's under pressure. Flicks the ball on. Mellor. And it's a knock-on from Eckersley. 4.5 minutes to go. Wigan can apply a bit more pressure, but yeah, I don't think there's enough time. They do have the extra man, but yeah, they've got to score like now, basically. Mapapalangi with man of the match? Really? I mean, I was thinking Gary possibly, with the defensive stops and the try. Left to Mapapalangi, unless he can get a try himself here. Gets, oh no. Oh no. Oh, sorry, it was Ravalawa with the try. Could be Ravalawa with the man of the match, but... So yeah, it was left to Mapapalangi off the back of the scrum. Gary's looking to switch back. Mapapalangi wanted the ball out wide. And he goes into touch. 4 minutes to go. Damn. Well, good effort from Cass in the first half. At least the first 20 to 30 minutes. Now with Marshall. 15 out from his own try line. Oof. Knock on there from Wigan. They turn over the ball inside their own territory. See, at the very least, I would take one more try from Field or Eckersley. At the very least. I've got Tom Weaver on my bench, so he won't get any points anyway. So, off the back of the scrum, they go left to Assey. Engages the line, takes it over the 20, up towards the 10. Has Farrell done anything? I've not really seen him do much. A couple carries. Bit of defensive work, but nothing crazy. He's now with Lawler. Takes it over the 10. Good carry there from George Lawler. Just left of the post, Atkin at dummy half. Goes right to Stimson, pops up to a Tony. Good tackle there from Nsemba. 3 minutes to go. Plays it for Atkin right at the post. Left to Weaver, then to Assey. Flat ball to Mellor. Steps off his left foot, still going. Mellor pops it across. Awkward ball. Possibly a knock-on, but it's collected by Renew for Tony. Nearly in. Gets an offload. It is collected by Marshall. And he'll play this 5 metres out from his own try line. 2.5 minutes to go. Right, Eckersley or Field. Come on, one more. One more, lads. Marshall with the next carry. Up towards the 20. Good carry there. Nsemba with the next carry down the left edge. Up towards the 30. 2 tackles left for Wigan. And 2 minutes remaining. O'Neill gives it to Ellis. Now over the 40. Last tackle for Wigan. Short side left to Field. Well, that's Farriman's. Was that Field? It was Field. That was unexpected because he was kicking it. Just drills it towards touch. So Cass in possession on their own 40. McIntosh with the next carry. 1 minute 20 to go. Atkin goes left to Stimson. Straightens up, takes a carry over the halfway line for Cass. Right to Weaver. Across to McIntosh, but he's wrapped up by Wardle. Taken to ground on the 40. Lane, back towards the middle now with Weaver. Carries the ball himself. Back over the 40. 1 minute to go. 2 tackles left for Cass. It is left to Lawler. Out the back to Assey. Across to Taff. Collects it cleanly. Mapapalangi. Gary possibly in the corner. Needs to cut back inside. He's going to play this 5 metres out near the left touchline. Can Cass find some more points in this game? Possibly. Assey in centre field. Kicks cross field, not that well placed. Collected by Marshall. Penalty for Cass, maybe? 30 seconds to go. So that's a penalty against Wigan. 25 seconds to go. Take the 2 and then Wigan score from kickoff. But they will tap and go. It's with Weaver. It's now a ball to... Great ball from Stimpson to Lawler. Steps back inside. Cass get the final points of the day. They had a solid first half. They really struggled in the second half. But there's been some positive signs. Lawler will get the final try of the day. This will be 26-16 in the end. Not a terrible showing from Cass. The second half was a real struggle. But they get the final word. There you go. Great ball there from Stimpson to Lawler. Just a gap between Eckersley and one other defender. Right, the hooter will sound any second. Weaver will add the extras from in front of the posts. Hopefully he doesn't miss it. Hopefully. Hopefully. And the kick from Weaver to make it 26-16 is good. And folks, that is full time. Well, good effort from Cass early on. Good defensive work early on. But yeah, second half, Wigan just barged their way up the field so often. Restricted meters fairly well too. Towards the back end of the game, Cass threw the ball around a bit more. But a few too many mistakes from Cass as well. Wigan just too strong in the end. Wasn't a perfect game or that much of a clean game from Wigan. But they were good enough. Didn't give away too many penalties or drop the ball in dangerous territory, so it was obviously enough from Wigan. But yeah, there we go. That is the weekend officially over. Just going to update this final Super League score on the website. KineticRL.com/leagues if you want to see up-to-date standings and results from all competitions. But I do have to update the scores myself. Right, let's get this one updated. $16.26. And the website is now done for week 1. Get in. Right, so the table as of right now. First place, Catalans Dragons. Second, Lee Leopards. Third, Warrington Wolves. Fourth, Wigan Warriors. Fifth, Hull FC. Sixth, Toulouse Olympique. Seventh, York Knights. Eighth, Hull Kingston Rovers. Ninth, Wakefield Trinity. 10th, Bradford Bulls. 11th, Castleford Tigers. 12th, St Helens. 13th, Leeds Rhinos. 14th, Huddersfield Giants. There we have it. Catalans leading with +16. Lee +12, Warrington and Wigan +10, Hull +7, Toulouse +2, York +1. Lovely stuff. All right, we are done for the weekend. So close yet so far. I said 16:21. I am. Not a bad effort. Not bad. Right then, I need to make the stream highlights videos and the clips for TikTok. I need to do that. And I will go through the rankings for the Predictions League later as well. Make sure they're ready for the video tomorrow. Eckersley with man of the match. What's the QR code for? That's for members. If you want to become a member of the channel for the Patreon, you can scan the QR code or the link is in the description. Right then. I won't ramble on for too long. Just to go through a quick shameless plug, if you do want to become a member of the channel, QR code or link in the description to become a member of Kinetic Rugby League. Follow me on all social medias, links in the description. Join the Fantasy League as well. Pin and password in the description too. I'll be back for some more streams next week. Predictions will be out tomorrow for round 2. If you want to join the Predictions League or continue with the Predictions League if you've already done it, to join, just put your scores in the comment section of the round 2 predictions video once I release the video tomorrow. But yeah, join the Discord if you want. There's a link, invite link in the description too. Follow me on TikTok as well, trying to get to 10k by the end of the year, hopefully in a few weeks' time, actually. But yeah, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure. What a great round of Super League. This is just round 1, folks. This is round 1. Can it get better? We will see. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.